This episode is brought to you by Bogey Bros Golf Co. Bogey Bros makes funny golf hats and accessories that will be sure to give your buddies something to laugh at besides your swing. Have some fun with your style and your game. Bogey Golf is life. Visit their website at www.bogeybros.co or on Instagram at Bogey Bros Golf Co. Welcome to Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek.
I'm Dominic.
In today's episode, we will talk about the impactful Masters win by Hideki Matsuyama, golf etiquette, and much more. Dom, this is episode 3, and there's a lot to cover. We can talk about the Masters huge win by Matsuyama. We went and played golf today. And we're going to talk about golf etiquette for a reason, right?
Yeah, we
almost got blasted several times.
Yep.
So that's going to be a huge topic. And then we also did send a message out to some of our followers about some crazy stories that they had on the golf course. Mm-hmm. We did have a few, so we're going to hint on that. But yeah, let's dive right into the Masters. Huge win for Matsuyama.
Impactful win.
Impactful. I love the word impactful, and I totally agree. It did look like there was a point where Xander Schauffele was going to give him a run for money, which he kind of did, right?
Xander was right there the entire time. Well, I shouldn't say entire time.
Yeah, at the beginning, he kind of started off a little slow. He had that double bogey off the bat, I believe, after I think it was the third or fourth hole. But he kept his composure, and then he birdied like 3 or 4 in a row at the end.
He put a lot of pressure on Hideki, and kudos to Hideki for not cracking.
Yeah.
Because everyone made it sound like, oh, this is... Xander's got all the pressure, or Hideki, and
sure.
I was like, no, it's Xander. Yeah. Hideki's in the lead. All Hideki has to do is keep it.
And I love the Hideki Matsuyama win. I think it's great for the game of golf. Huge for Japan.
Huge for golf in Asia, period.
Big time. I think it's awesome. Great guy, too. It seems like he's just, very quiet.
Yeah.
But a good dude. Not a whole lot of people know about his personal life for that reason. Like I said, he's very kind of quiet about it.
Yeah. I like that they, after he had won, they had gone over to Kevin Na, and Kevin Na had congratulated him. I don't know if you saw that on TV.
I think wasn't he heading to the airport and he turned around, I heard?
No, this was they were still on the golf course. This is right as Hideki had won.
Okay.
They went over to Kevin Na, and Kevin Na was saying about how he and Hideki are really close and how it's just great to see an Asian man win a big tournament like this, because this is the first major win for a Japanese male player, right?
Yep.
There have been a couple women to do it, but this is huge for
arguably
golf.
The best golf tournament to win is a major.
It's
right.
I mean, you get the green jacket, and now next year the whole dinner or lunch, whatever, is based on him.
Yep.
So everyone's joking that there's not going to be any sandwiches. It's all going to be sushi.
the Dustin Johnson, Hideki Matsuyama memes going back and forth. Yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic win. Don't get me wrong, I think I was on the majority side of a lot of the golf fans, not necessarily not pulling for Matsuyama, because I really enjoyed him winning, and I think it's probably the greatest player to win it that was on top of the leaderboard. But I think majority of us really were kind of talking about Will Zalatoris. Mm-hmm. I mean, the memes were... Yeah,
Mr. Gilmore's caddy.
Mr. Gilmore's caddy.
Looked like Owen Wilson.
Yeah, he's young guy. Just kind of... I mean, came out of nowhere. I mean, there was a lot of people talking about how this guy is legit. He's the real deal.
The way he held his composure through the whole thing at, this was in his first...
Yeah, his rookie start. First start at the major, I think.
Okay, yeah.
As a professional.
Yeah, so first major. The way he held himself and the way he... kind of went about it and took it out. He went almost like a business, right? It was almost surgical, and obviously the first start he didn't win.
Yep.
But you know what? He's got a good future. This kid could be special. For
sure. I completely agree. I mean, as a rookie coming into the major or into the Masters, he finished 2 under.
Yeah.
And he took second. Right? He started off, I think, the first hole. It was either the first hole. I mean, we are kind of a little bit behind the Masters now, but I believe it was either the first or the second hole. He started off with a birdie. And then he kind of just played really well. I mean, the guy, in my opinion, like I said, I was I was thinking he was going to give Matsuyama a run for his money, and I think he kind of did in the beginning, but towards the end, he battled back and forth and ultimately took second place.
Right, which is still huge.
It's incredible. Yeah, I mean, so I think a lot of people were really pulling for him to win. Either way, if Matsuyama or Zalatoris would have won, I think it's huge for the game of golf. Yeah. Even bigger that I am glad Matsuyama did pull the win.
It's huge for Japan, and they were saying that there's a chance that he might light the Olympic torch. It's that big.
Yeah, it's huge.
It was nice to see Spieth.
Spieth played well.
Yeah, Spieth played great. He didn't win, but was he tied for third, fourth, somewhere in there?
I think he was tied for third. Yeah, with Schauffele.
Yeah. And
what about Rahm too? Rahm actually, I think he shot he hit the best round of the day. He shot 6 under.
Yeah, and he just had a kid
Wasn't even we talked about in the first episode. I think.
Yeah, didn't even know if he'd play.
Yeah, he didn't think he was going to play. So he played really well. He tied for 5th. There was a lot of
the field was really good.
It was really good,
even with everybody getting cut. Dustin Johnson and all them, but it was still a really good tournament. The last round was really nice. It did, come down to that fateful par 3.
Yep, I think it would be the 16th. I think was it Schauffele is the one that put the 6 on the scorecard. I believe.
I think so.
I believe it was number 16. Hole number 16. He played really well up until that hole, which again he thought he hit the right shot according to his interview, I believe, but it just unfortunately caught the water. And I think he's another guy that has a major coming here soon. Yeah. A major win, I should say.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys I'd like to see win.
Yep.
Schauffele, God, he's so close.
He is. He's very close. And Spieth, again.
I'd love to see him. Yeah.
Rahm, I mean, obviously they all finished on the top of the leaderboard, but they're all playing high-level golf.
Even Tony Finau for a little bit was playing. He had a stretch during the Masters where it was like, man, he could make a run.
Yeah, he ended up finishing, I think, tied for 10th. Obviously, Justin Rose, he didn't perform very well. But again, going into the Masters, they didn't even know if he was going to play. He was kind of questionable.
I feel like he kind of put on cruise control a little too early. Because obviously the first round, he was the leader, right? And then
I believe it was the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, it's because he shot even the next 2, where he just kind of put on cruise control. I don't know if that was his plan or if Augusta just kind of smacked him in the face a little bit, which does happen.
It's the Masters. It's Augusta.
Yeah. So
we did so neither one of us did win as far as our bets on the Stimmy. So technically,
I don't even want to talk about my bet.
Yeah, you had Bryson. I had Rose was one of them.
Yeah.
But no, we were kind of talking about this before. The Hideki Matsuyama win. I mean, not only is it a huge win for him, just this year, but his future is going to be on a whole nother level. There was
and he'll always be a Masters winner.
Yeah, so he'll be playing till as long as he wants to play. He'll be invited every year. But there was a sports marketing expert that talked about how this is a potential. This Masters win by Hideki Matsuyama is worth up to $600 million worth in endorsements. That's like on and off the course, I should say. He's already a huge endorser for several large companies, but now it just kind of opens the whole door. I mean, they were saying that because he's only 29 years old.
Yeah, I didn't realize how young he was.
He's got a lot of golf left.
Yeah,
and really, if it comes down to it, his game is really, really good. It's his putting is his biggest flaw, and obviously his putting worked out really well. So it's like, and they talked about it. There's multiple PGA players are saying like, hey, if his putting is down, no one could beat him. That's how good he is.
Which I feel like everybody has a flaw in their game.
For sure.
Like I can't putt. Well, I shouldn't say that. I can putt.
But then if you putt, then you can't hit your other shot before that.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it works. Hit your driver all day or you hit your irons all day. And then you just can't putt, or vice versa.
Yeah, well, it's like we talked about today. The strong point of my game is always short game and irons.
Yep.
If it's driver or wood, anything off the tee that's not an iron, I really struggle. And that puts me in a bad spot.
That's a huge. I mean, teeing off is the biggest part.
Yeah.
Getting
unless it's with an iron, which in that case, we're gonna get a bird
for sure.
Hopefully, depends on the hole.
Yeah. So again, just to recap on the Masters, huge win by Hideki. Obviously. it stinks that the Masters is over now, but there's always next year.
I mean, we got spoiled this year because we had two within 6 months.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to next year. Obviously, the best time of the year. Greatest tournament of the year, in my opinion. I love the Masters, but we still have a lot of golf left.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, Tiger, maybe he won't play in it, but hopefully Tiger can attend to at least, put on the jacket, because who knows how long his rehab's going to take. He'll probably be more than a year for sure.
Yeah.
But even to see him there, I think would make the whole tournament and the whole field a little bit happier.
Yeah, I mean, the PGA Tour has got to be such a tight-knit community itself. I mean, Justin Thomas, all these players.
Well, you heard I visited Tiger and he's in good spirits.
Yeah, good spirits. Yeah, and so if he's involved in the game of golf, it's just better all around for everyone, fans, players. I think he for himself too.
Oh, for sure.
It's just better all around.
He's such a competitor that he probably hated watching it on TV.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or yeah, I mean, you almost have to watch it, but it's eating him up inside.
Well, he won the Masters 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably probably my favorite tournament to ever watch. I mean, the guy. I mean, just seeing the crowd and the engagement of all these people and just how dialed in he was. Him chomping on his gum. Like, dude, I think like...
Looked like looked like Pete Carroll out there.
Yeah, I think literally gum prices just skyrocketed after they started.
Everybody went out to go get the rolled Hubba Bubba stuff.
What gum is he chewing? I want in. I'm going to buy as much as I can.
Does he have a gum sponsor?
He should.
Orbit should hit him up.
I don't know. They might have talked about that. I think that they did talk about like, what gum are you chewing? And like, what's up with the chewing of the gum? And he was just dialed in. He's just chomping on that gum. It's like, I'm pretty sure gum sales just skyrocketing.
Well, yeah, it's like some guys have like little twitches to get the groove. Like Kyle Berkshire had the sway back and forth thing on his feet for the long drive.
Yep.
Tiger's chomping on his gum. Every third chomp is when he swings.
Like you knew, like when he kept on chomping a little bit harder, like that the ball is going in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
So I think he needs to get a sponsor with some sort of gum deal.
Hubba Bubba. Big League Chew.
Trident. I mean, there's so many. Trident, Hubba Bubba.
Big League Chew should come back and sponsor him.
If Tiger does get sponsored by some sort of gum brand, we do want some sort of incentive or something for that because I feel like we'll help kind of push
2%.
That. Yeah, 2%. Yeah,
royalties.
Royalties, yeah, for sure. I agree. But Tiger back, whether he's playing or not playing. Again, I don't want to jump to conclude or assume that he's going to play because from the severity of the injuries. But regardless of what it is, if he's involved somehow, it's just better for the game of golf, right?
Right.
And I hope that is the case in the near future. A couple of the other things to kind of move forward. We went and played our first round together. It wasn't a round. We played on the short par 3 course today. It was a blast. We beat the rain.
Barely.
Breezy, barely. Yeah. We almost got killed 4 different times.
Shout out to the people behind us.
Seriously.
I hope you're listening.
I hope you're listening. And so that was kind of bring us to our next point is talking about golf etiquette. Quick shout out to myself. I did start with a birdie, right?
You did.
And I ended with a birdie.
You did.
But we forget everything in between.
Oh yeah,
that's what we said. So when I finished, I said we're gonna talk about the birdie, the end birdie, and we won't talk about the rest of it in the middle.
It's like I think I had a birdie.
You did, yeah.
I did.
Yep.
And then it was like everything else after was kind of just a blur.
Yeah. See, I the first hole I hit it short, just left of the green, chipped it in with my lucky wedge, my gold lucky wedge.
Shout out to Lucky Golf. I really want one.
Yeah, those are super nice. I think Dom needs one of those because I did chip in for birdie. And then at the end, I threw a dart and then I used my Trident putter.
Shout out Trident putters. I need one of those too. I love the weight of that
They're sick. All black. It's kind of that matte black too.
It just has a good weight.
Yeah, I love it.
To me, the weight of putters is really important. I don't like the super big heads.
Yeah, more the mallet style for me.
I love the weight of that thing. I'm gonna.
So I mean, for real, my putting really wasn't terrible. Granted, there was one that I had. I did have one bad hole that was putting. That was just totally my fault as far as.
Well, and then I hit that line drive over that short one that was like 103 yards, and I swear to God, I hit my pitching wedge like 200 yards. Yeah,
you cranked that one.
Yeah, it was like a home run.
Yeah, line drive. Into the bleachers.
It was like a Bryce Harper type deal.
Exactly. But so with that being said, I mean, it was a great day to play golf. I guess what day isn't great. It was blast.
Right, yeah.
But so we played the little mini par 3 course. They range anywhere from 100 yards to 200 and about 15 yards, depending on.
I think so. Yeah.
But we got there and it's first come, first serve, so you can't make a tee time, which, again, I love this place. It's kind of just a very casual, wear whatever the heck you want. Again, we've talked about
that's not the golf etiquette thing.
Yeah, we're not talking about golf etiquette of wearing a polo and, whatever it is.
I have running shorts on and a T-shirt.
I was rocking a Save Par tee and some jogger pants and felt super comfortable, which I think that's totally cool. I want you to feel comfortable when you're playing golf.
Right, especially on a par 3 course.
Yeah, very casual, super busy. But with that being said, there is golf etiquette as far as understanding, in certain situations what to do. For example,
if you hit your ball and it comes at me and I'm on a different hole, you better yell Fore and then which direction.
Right.
And I'll still probably look the wrong way, but at that point, that's on me.
Yeah, exactly. We got clocked. We almost got clocked like 3 or 4 different times. First hole, we played pretty well. But there was 3 or 4 people ahead of us and we're tucked back almost in the trees. And that group behind us literally almost pegged the people that were on the tee in the second hole. I mean, it came really close to pegging this guy in the head.
I don't know what the dude was swinging, but it was like, a 90-yard hole?
And just over 100 yards probably.
Okay.
But still.
So I don't know what he's hitting to make that golf ball go 150 yards like that. Just dead.
Right.
I don't know if he's new to the game, but...
Like at this point, at this course, I might consider investing in a helmet. And like an ice bag to wear, just in case.
We carry on my Yeti.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
But it's just, again, we don't really have high expectations as far as like performance on the golfers. I really don't care. There was a lot of just different, like from kids to older.
Yeah, there were a couple of groups of 5 with a couple of young kids.
Yeah, and it moved relatively. I don't want to say fast. It didn't move fast.
Once we got past the first couple, I felt like it really just opened up.
Yep. But huge golf etiquette rule number 1 is that if you're going to hit a ball and it looks pretty close to somebody, just yell Fore.
Yeah.
It's really simple. Just yell it out. It just makes it a lot better on your conscience and for the other people. Give you an idea, because nothing worse than hearing a loud thump right next to you.
And then
Yeah, and then when they get up there, they don't even say anything. You know what I mean? It's like at that point, like, I mean, depending on who you are and how many drinks you've had, the fisticuffs might come out. You know what I mean?
I saw this thing on Instagram, and this family has their backyard towards a golf course. So whenever somebody hits their golf ball in their yard, the dad plays dead.
Oh, I've seen that. I think I posted that on Instagram. That was classic.
I think that's funny, but I would feel awful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the kid that originally did that, and they like made it look like he got hit in the head. I mean, he was like looking around like, oh my God, I think I just killed this guy, and hilarious. But I just like, that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves on the golf course.
Not yelling Fore.
Yeah. Again, I don't expect you to hit it on the green every time, because I didn't hit it on the green every time. And I don't think most people that playing those courses aren't. But if we're going to talk about etiquette signs like we did previously, that should be rule number 1. Like,
just, make it safe, be safe. Another one that I know we encountered today was people not fixing their ball marks on the green, because you landed right in one.
Yep. Yeah. I got kind of stiffed a little bit on one of those. I kind of threw a dart, but like right in front of me, there's several divots. And it's like,
it looked like the moon.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, it takes literally 2 seconds to do that.
Yeah.
It's a very small little thing that you should do. At that point, it's like, that's it. Like, I want to fix a divot, right? Because if you fix a divot, that means you're on the green majority. Not every time, but for the most part, it's like, if I'm going to fix a divot more times than not, because I'm on the green.
On the flip side of that, I hate when people fix all of them and I'm trying to tee off.
They're literally,
it's like, fix yours.
They're
and
the ground crew.
Yeah. Fix yours and then fix 2 more and then keep it moving so I can fix mine and fix 2 more. Don't sit there and waste, everybody else's time trying to fix everybody else's ball mark. And I get that you're trying to be respectful and this, that, and the other, but
people that are coming behind you also should be doing the same.
Right.
So I completely agree.
Yeah. I fix mine in 2 more. You fix yours in 2 more. Boom. That's 6.
Yeah. I mean, it's a simple fix. It's not hard to do. And it's just if I'm playing with younger kids, whoever it might be, or people that don't know the game of golf, those are kind of the things that I'm kind of trying to teach the youth.
The basic etiquette.
Yeah, basic etiquette. Again, it's a par 3 course. You shouldn't have high expectations as far as performance on the golf course, as far as what you're going to shoot.
Yeah,
you should understand.
Yeah, you don't need to go out in pants and a polo, tuck it in, and
right.
Even if you're playing an exec, you don't have to.
Yeah,
at least in my opinion. Obviously, there are some people who think golf is like the greatest game on earth.
It is one of them.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like there are places and times for certain things.
Yep.
Which obviously, if you're playing 18 and it's a nicer course, you probably shouldn't wear like cargo shorts or something. Put on a nice pair of shorts, nice pair of pants.
Yeah, and I do want to give another quick little plug. If you are an avid golfer that's playing par 3 courses, one big shout out is to Sunday Golf Co. I love their bag.
I love that bag.
It's so some cute. People might think oh, it's tiny, it looks funny, but dude, in all honesty, it is an awesome bag. Yeah. Lightweight. It holds 6 to 8 clubs.
Yeah, you have like a water bottle pocket.
Yep.
There's like a little frosty pocket.
Yeah, if you want to put some brewskis in there.
Yeah,
put some brewskis in there. It's got 2 other side pockets that are actually pretty large.
Yeah, you put the scorecard in there.
Put the scorecard, my wallet, my phone. It's got it's got pretty much everything you need for a par 3 course, and it's so lightweight. It's a stand bag.
Even as like a range bag where, maybe you want to go work on a couple clubs, so you don't want to lug out your whole bag.
For sure.
I really want one.
I
think it's really cute.
I had a lady that actually, I was riding on the elevator going to play the par 3 course, and she plays in a couple of leagues, and she had actually commented on the bag and said that she really liked it, and she said, "You must be playing on a smaller course today." I was like, "Yeah, playing on a par 3." And so it's like she kind of she understood that, like, kind of the difference between a larger bag and a smaller bag. You know what I mean? So it's like some people might not understand, like, why is that bag so teeny? But it's like it's perfectly designed for an executive course, a par 3 course.
I think on an executive course, I'd want like the full bag, depending.
Yeah. Most executives have like 2 par 4s. So it's like, I could throw my driver in there if you want, I guess. I was a little underprepared today. There was that one 200 and it was probably playing like 220, 230.
Yeah,
with the wind.
I hit my 5 wood.
Yeah, I hit my 5 iron.
I piped.
He piped it. He roped it. He hit a really good shot right down the middle.
Did you hear it when it came? Whoa.
It sounded nice. It looked nice too.
It looked nice. It flew nice, and then
I hit a decent shot. I hit a 5 iron. I was a little short, but I tried to hit kind of that low stinger, and I totally kind of flubbed that up a little bit. But it was in play. But again, I didn't really come prepared to that. I should have had a different club, and I have that club. I just didn't put it in that bag.
Could have borrowed mine. I offered.
I could have borrowed it. That's true.
I offered, and then you said no.
I'm gonna go with my iron.
Yeah.
But Sunday Golf Co. It's Sunday Golf _ CO on Instagram. If you want to check them out. Again, great bag. I love it. I'm not just plugging it because they pay me to do it, because they don't pay me to do it. I actually think it's a really great bag to have for a par 3 or executive course. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll have to reach out.
I mean, they make really good product from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't own the bag, so I'm completely unbiased, but I do want one. I've seen all sorts of colors in them. There's like a cool sand or tan one.
They got a variety of colors. I got the gray and black one.
It's pretty slick.
It is.
Yeah.
It's super legit. Like I said, it has pretty much everything you need in it as far as a golf bag. So that would be one of my recommendations if you are playing a par 3 course or an executive course. I love playing par 3 courses. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I want to play the full 18 with a cart or even walk, depending on the course. But there's nothing better, though, than just getting up with your boys and just going and play a par 3 course and just having a good time. No care as far as, like I said, wearing a t-shirt and some joggers and just having a good time. It's a blast. But the golf etiquette, we need to, if there's a sign that needs to be posted on every hole, that's the sign. It's not about like,
please
don't bring your own beer and all that other stuff. No, it needs to be like yell for and fix your divots.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. I completely agree. That kind of just totally grinds my gears. And I'm not one to like want to pick fights with anyone. Maybe back in the day, but not now. But at the same time, it's like, come on, let's just be respectful, right?
Yeah.
With that though, we had a good time.
Yeah, it was nice.
We had a blast. Finished strong.
Yeah, this is my first time swinging the club since last time we played and you shut your career around. So please don't talk about it.
that was
September.
Towards the end of the year.
September.
Yeah, and I haven't really hit the range or anything either. I think I went to Top Golf once.
I've still never been there.
You've never been to Top Golf?
No, and it's like right there.
Yeah, we have one right here. We need to go to Top Golf soon.
I'm down.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome. What else we got? We did talk about some kind of the funnier, crazier things on the course. We did kind of send some kind of feeler out to our Instagram.
Oh yeah, that lady has a really good story.
Yeah, hey, let's see who.
Oh my god,
let me pull that up.
It's so genius that I'm mad I never thought about it.
Okay, so this was from Instagram handle No Harm Done 7, the number 7. So this is what I believe it's got a picture of a female, so I'm gonna go with that. It's a female, so
we're not assuming, but we're assuming.
So she says, my mom thought that the sand/sea bottles were urine collection containers. She was volunteering at a golf tournament for her company, and she mentioned how lazy she thought golfers were that they wouldn't even take the time to go to the restroom, which is genius. She said everyone died laughing.
I had never thought. Oh, so
it's never crossed my mind.
I've never looked at it and gone, I could pee in that.
I thought that was fantastic.
Which, I mean, a lot of the courses I've played have some kind of like porta potty or something at one of the turns.
Yeah, at least on like close to the turn or near. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny.
I've never looked at it and gone, yeah, I'll pee in that. I thought that was funny.
Shout out to Mom though for giving everyone a laugh.
Yeah,
I guess right. That's fantastic, and for volunteering.
Yeah, I hope she wasn't too embarrassed about it.
Yeah, right.
No, I hope she was. That's funny.
It is hilarious.
That's good.
She'll know for next time when she volunteers at the next tournament.
If she does, yeah. Unless she's too embarrassed.
They might have just totally roasted her. I probably would too.
I would.
Not in a mean way, but man, that's
funny.
I love that. If you guys have any kind of cool story, crazy story, anything really, we would love to chat about it. Again, shoot us a DM at Save Park Golf Podcast or at Save Park Golf, either one. We're on our Instagram constantly, sometimes too much.
Yeah. I get distracted pretty easily.
Yeah. I don't even check my interaction time because I don't want to.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I do want to thank Bogey Bros Golf Co.
Yep. I wore my hat today.
The hats are sick.
Yep. I have the second ball scratch golfer.
And I'm rocking my Moley Bogey Bros hat right now. It's kind of almost looks similar to would be the Miller High Life. Is that kind of similar to the Miller High Life? Yeah. But it's kind of like a trucker hat.
Yeah. No, I love
with the red patch.
Yeah. No, I love the shape of yours. I wish my bill was a little bit more bent like yours.
We got to get Bogey Bros. They'll hook us up. We'll get one more with the more of the bent lid.
I love it though. No, it's super comfy. I love the trucker because I have a big head, so that's all my hair breathe a little bit better.
Give them a follow. They're on Instagram. Fantastic company. They got a bunch of cool hats. I think they just released a couple new ones.
I think so. Their koozies are really nice too. I used one of those the other day.
Koozies are legit. So again, if you guys have any type of recommendations as far as stories, what else we got? Crazy stories, funny stories.
Maybe you ran into Dustin Johnson. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, if you met a PGA professional or some sort of just kind of running, we'd love to hear it. We are all for wanting to give you, the listeners, something that you guys want to hear, right? And can relate to.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool for like a radio show where they could call in.
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, we could do that.
We'll have a radio station.
We could do that, or we could do we're kind of thinking about maybe doing like a Zoom podcast, like where you can kind of get us on the video.
I want to. I just don't know how, and that's what's stopping us.
For sure,
is I don't know how to.
If you guys have any ideas or
so someone told me I could sync up the audio from Zoom into, we use Adobe.
Okay.
So it's all Adobe Audition.
Sure.
I don't know how to save Zoom audio, and I guess I could Google it, but I don't know. I've never done it. I'm down to learn though.
Yeah, we're all new we're new to this whole podcast thing, but we love it.
Yeah, no, I'm having a blast.
So far, 3 weeks in a row. We're gonna shoot for 4 weeks.
Yeah, nobody's told us to shut up yet.
Yeah, nobody's given us any negative feedback, which, hopefully we don't have negative feedback. But again, we do.
I mean, all feedback is good.
That's true. All feedback is good feedback. So if you do have any suggestions on what maybe we're doing good or maybe something that we could do better, let us know.
Yeah, maybe we say the same word over and over and over and over.
I think I did on the last episode.
I don't know what word you're referring to.
Notable. Yeah, notable.
Dude, how many times did you say notable?
I almost set a record, I think, on notable. I think I to the point where I was like, I can't even just, he's got it. My own self, I'm like, I can't even listen to myself because notable is like stuck in my head.
You're like, man, if Derek says notable one more time,
seriously,
I am unsubscribing.
Annoying. Exactly. If there's things like that you catch, and let me know. I'm kind of my own biggest critic too. Like
I'm sure there are words that I say over and over and over again. I'm pretty sure I say pretty sure a lot.
Pretty sure you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But we are just two average golfers that are trying to put out good content, quality content, and funny content. Again, we're all about the humor too. We'd love to hear some funny stuff, and we're hoping in the near future. We will if you guys have any suggestions on doing some live, I'd love to do some Instagram live.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we could have we could build like a little studio.
Yeah, we could figure something out. Get something live, maybe like once a week or once a month, something like that, where we can.
Well, once a week might be quite a bit. Yeah, so maybe once a month.
Yeah, once a month, where we can engage with all the people, all the followers, or whoever, and maybe we could do like fan questions or whatever it is, just random things that we could kind of go over. Because again, we're all about trying to build and grow the game of golf, and that's kind of why we talked about the whole golf etiquette thing. It's just like there was a slight chance that we might not have been able to do episode 3 today because we could have been in the ER.
Well, and it's hard to really complain about it because we don't know how new they are. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you'd think one of them would maybe not even know that you're supposed to say Fore, but would still like to warn you. Even, hey, there's a ball coming at your noggin.
I think I feel like if it's just if you pick up a club and a golf ball, it's just a natural instinct that if you know that
you just want to yell Fore.
Yeah, or yell something.
Or mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, yeah. Or
Baba Booey.
Watch out. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't think it doesn't matter the age or who it is. If you have a ball and a club and you hit it and it looks like it's going towards someone else, natural instinct is to say something. Right. So I don't think it's one of those things I think you should just understand. But again, if we're talking signs, let's put one of those out on every hole.
Yeah, and it's hard to say, oh, we didn't see you 4 times in a row.
Right. It's there's a group of several people that you were waiting to hit, you know what I mean, before to even hit the ball. Yeah. So golf etiquette is huge, and I think the only way to grow the game is to educate people, which is something that we're trying to do. I want to get as many people as we can out on the golf course, right?
Well, yeah, I don't want to be clogged on the golf course.
I don't want to be clogged. No, I think there's...
Maybe they can play after us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a good trade-off.
Yeah. Figure out a way. Let's figure out a way to not clog the freaking... let's not put a tee time every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. I mean, I feel like we could play really quick, but the people ahead of us might not. So yeah, there's ways around it, but
I mean, it took us a while today.
It's kind of brutal.
Yeah, we're playing par 3 and there's 9 holes, so they're all pretty short, right? Yeah. I think we're halfway around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
And we started at what time?
2:15ish.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's way too long. We were walking, but so was everyone else, obviously. Yeah. But still just completely, it's not acceptable.
Yeah, those hills made me feel really out of shape.
Pretty hilly par 3. We got our exercise in, got our steps in, I should say.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We did talk about in our last episode about food, because we've kind of always hinted on some food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we keep saying we're going to get tacos.
Yep.
And today we didn't get tacos, but we had Mexican food.
We did.
I had a burrito, which is like a big taco, I know they're different structurally, but it's like a big taco.
And I had a bowl, but it was different. It wasn't Chipotle.
It was not Chipotle.
It was Pancheros.
Shout out Pancheros.
Sponsor us. Hit the spot. So good.
And you had their queso for the first time?
Had their queso for the first time. Super good. I mean, I'm a huge Chipotle guy. Obviously, we talked about this last time, but Pancheros is really good.
Oh, it's good.
Hits the spot. I love the fact. I wish that Chipotle would put sliced jalapenos as an option for a side.
Do they have sliced jalapenos at Panchero?
Yeah.
Did you get them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
It. And I get their hot salsa.
I'm scared to try it.
Hot salsa is like more of like got like a kind of like a smoky flavor to it.
Oh, so it's like
not as hot as the Chipotle hot salsa.
Okay.
It's spicy, but that's why I get the jalapenos.
I get the green salsa, the verde.
Salsa verde, yeah. No, Pancheros hit the spot. So we did get some food in. If you guys have any food recommendations, let us know.
Make sure we have it though, because you can't say like In-N-Out, because we don't have those.
We don't have In-N-Out. No, we're here in Minneapolis area. If you can come up with something that maybe is new that maybe we've never heard of, let us know. We're always open to trying different things.
I love food.
Food is good.
So good.
That was kind of, I think, once like hole number 6 kind of kicked in. You could tell we were already kind of thinking about food.
I mean, you saw me. As soon as we brought up food, my mind was not in golf anymore.
He was like, yeah.
I was like, burrito. Like, let's go.
Right. And I was kind of the same. I was kind of in the same thought. Like, I can't wait to get off of here so I can eat some food.
I know.
I haven't ate all day. But that is why you need to have like a granola bar or something on the course.
I had some Cliff Blocks. I don't know if you saw me eat them.
No, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. I have some Cliff Blocks.
See, I should have like a Nature Valley granola bar or something to hold me over.
Well, Cliff Blocks are more like energy based. A lot of runners use them.
Okay.
Like restores a bunch of that stuff, but I just kind of munch on them because it tastes good.
Sure. Like, is it like a?
It's like a gummy.
Gummy bear.
Yeah, I'll give you. Yeah. I'll give you some.
Sweet. Yeah, we want to hear what food options that you guys might suggest, or even better yet, what do you guys eat on the course?
Cliff Bars.
Cliff Bars, yeah. I think I posted something on Instagram.
I love Cliff Bars because my secret is I get the blueberry ones because we had those in the summer. Good. I keep them in my bag all day because then they taste like warm pie.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good idea.
It's a little food hack.
Okay. Blueberry Cliff Bar.
It's like blueberry crisp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the time of day, but I go with my Nature Valley, either the oats and honey or the peanut butter.
The crumbs everywhere bars.
The crumbs everywhere bars. Yeah, those are messy. Or a Bella Vita. I love my Bella Vitas.
Oh yeah, you're like an old man with those.
I'm an old man with the chocolate Bella Vita or the cinnamon. I love those. Although I have been eating more of like an apple or a banana in the morning.
If you order food on the golf course, what do you get?
If I order food on the golf course, I got to go with a hot dog and chips. Do ya? Yeah. But see, it's key though. The problem is you get a bag of chips, your fingers get so greasy.
Yep.
So it's like, what you got to do. Okay, so if you got your bag of chips, right, and it's like a bag of chips, you can't like not eat bag of chips.
Well, duh, it's a bag of chips.
It's a bag of chips.
Yeah, it's like a bag of donuts.
Right. So what you do is you take your glove off and you eat it with your opposite hand. So if you're right-handed.
Mm-hmm. So I eat it with my left hand.
You would eat the chips, you take your glove off, eat with your...
Why am I taking my glove off?
Because you're on the turn, right?
Right.
So it's like you order your food, you get the chips. So if you eat it with your right hand, your fingers are all greasy. So if you take your glove off, you eat it with your left hand, then you put your glove back on.
Oh, because my glove... Okay.
There's no grease.
Yeah, I forget that my glove goes on my left hand.
Right? Yeah. So your grease is there, but it's covered up with your glove. So that's a hack.
Yeah, but then isn't your glove all gross?
No, because your glove's not even... It's just on the inside. You can't even really feel it.
Wouldn't it be gross if you put your hand in there and you're like, oh, Cheeto dust?
Well, I mean, if you're eating like Cheeto dust, it's a different story. Like, get a wet napkin or something, or lick your fingers, I guess. But if you're eating like most like
a potato chip,
yeah,
like
most
Lay's.
of the courses are like Lay's or whatever, like just your standard like original like.
Well, here we have Old Dutch.
Yeah.
Ooh, those are good.
Those are good. So I would go with like a dog and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Not really like a burger guy on the golf course. If I was, like, it'd be like after the round. But like if it's on the turn, I'm going straight up dog. And
I know it depends on the course for me because hot dogs, yeah, it's hard to screw up a good hot dog.
Yeah.
If it's possible, get like a club where it's like ham, turkey, bacon, cheese, lettuce.
That's pretty solid. I like that
because then choice. It's like you have all like the nutrients, quote unquote. But then it's like, oh, I have a sandwich. I'm really good. And then you're kind of feeling it. And you get your mojo. And then you slam that beer and you're really feeling it.
Heck yeah. I also have to top it off with the the peanut M&M dessert.
Yeah, that's your candy.
That's my candy. I don't know why. I just absolutely love the M&M peanut M&Ms. I absolutely love them. It's my go-to for a snack.
Have you had the brownie ones?
No.
I haven't either, but they look good. Yeah, they're like brownies and M&Ms.
Really?
Yeah.
What color's the bag?
I have no idea, but I remember
they have the caramels. I'm not a huge caramel fan, unless it's like a Snickers bar or something.
Ooh.
But I don't like the M&M caramel.
Do you get caramel in your coffee?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I normally get like a latte or like a vanilla latte or something like that, but I don't get really I don't mind like the flavor of caramel, but I just don't like that tacky caramel like in the.
I don't like the hard candy caramel.
Yeah,
those freak me out.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those either. If it's like caramel like in like a Snickers bar, I'm all for it.
Do you put it on like your ice cream or anything?
Not really. Ooh. Like I'll go with like ice cream wise, I'll get like chocolate chip or like cookie dough or. Like depending on where if it's like a Dairy Queen, like I'll get like a blizzard of like the M&M blizzard.
Okay.
Cookie dough.
Of course, you and your M&Ms.
Yeah, even though they don't have the peanut M&Ms, they just have the regular.
Yeah.
But
I get the Oreo.
Oh, Oreo
or the chocolate extreme where you get chocolate ice cream with brownie and then chocolate bits.
That sounds pretty good too.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I forgot about Oreo. Oreo's really good.
Oreo, yeah.
I love Oreo.
Great.
That's a solid choice. This ice cream thing has really got me kind of craving some dessert.
You said ice cream earlier, I think.
I did, yeah. My wife was wanting some ice cream, so I should probably go get some. I'm trying to think of like, she's more of a chocolate chip, which I don't mind. But if it's like my go-to, like it's going to be like chocolate chip cookie dough.
I like mint chip.
Mint chip's good.
Underrated.
It is very underrated. I like mint chip. I don't really get it a whole lot, but I do like it.
I remember my grandpa. I say that like he's dead. He's still around. Every time we'd go into his freezer. Back in my day, he's got the big gallon containers of just mint chip.
Oh, sure.
So that's kind of how I grew up eating it.
What's your flavor or what's your brand of choice? Do you know? Like there's like Kemp's here.
So if I'm buying like a tub of it, I'll do Kemp's or the Blue Bunny.
Blue Bunny's one, and then they got the Jerry. It's like Tom and Jerry, isn't it?
Ben and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry's a cartoon.
Yeah. Well, it's a movie too.
And a movie, yeah.
So if I'm doing a big one, I'll do like Blue Bunny or whatever.
Blue Ribbon.
Blue Rip.
Right?
Isn't that a golf course? It's disc golf.
This is a disc golf course. Not that I should know that. I gotta look that up. Let me fact check that.
But if I'm doing like myself like a little personal pint, Ben and Jerry's, you get the chocolate brownie or the brownie filled one.
That sounds good.
Oh, it's so good. I eat the whole thing and I feel bad.
All right, I'm looking this up here because it's either Blue Bunny or Blue.
We'll type in Blue Bunny ice cream brand.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, Blue Bunny.
Yeah, I told you.
You're right. What did I say?
Blue Ribbon. That's a disc golf course.
It is a disc golf course. All right, let me look up Blue.
And yeah, Kemp's is good. I think it's hard to make bad ice cream. That being said,
see, there is a Blue Ribbon too.
Shut up.
We're both right. There's a Blue Ribbon ice cream.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's because they have the bars.
Oh.
They do have ice cream, but
it's like a dilly bar.
Yeah, it's like a dilly bar.
I don't like dilly bars.
No?
No.
Those are pretty good.
I would just rather have like a cup of ice cream.
Well, yeah, me too. So Blue Ribbon does have like, you can buy like the pints or whatever, but no, I was thinking of it because I've seen like the actual like dilly bar style.
Okay, are those here?
Yeah, you can get them like at like any type of local grocery store or like a Walmart or a Target, wherever.
Yeah, I don't go to Walmart.
I don't either.
Target all the way.
Target for sure. I'll pay extra.
I don't even think you pay extra. I just want
Depends on what you want.
I just don't want to be greeted.
I like Target too. Target over Walmart.
Just let me walk in and shop.
Yeah, no, Blue Ribbon treat bars right here. I've had these. These are good.
Oh, those look good.
If you guys have any other ice cream recommendations, we kind of got way off track, but we are all for the ice cream. So we want full entree, dinner or lunch.
I'm a lunch guy.
And dessert. Yeah. Let us know what you guys prefer on the course too. And then after the course.
I mean, the best part is we can go on little tangents like this because it's golf and things.
That's right. So we
ice cream,
whatever we want.
Ice cream is a thing.
It is.
It's not golf, which ice cream on the golf course earlier sounded really good.
It did actually. Although
I don't know how I'd eat it.
Yeah, it's kind of like after round golf.
Yeah. Unless you have like a cart.
Yeah, then you could.
Because it's hard to push my bag.
I feel like it's like those like little like cone cups, like the dilly bars, or like those. Like,
how do you feel about Dippin' Dots?
Dude, the Dippin' Dots. I used to eat those as a kid.
I haven't had Dippin' Dots
forever, but they were good.
Such a long time. I know like people go to like baseball games and like that's what they have to get, or Dippin' Dots.
No, that's not me. Like I don't have to get that. But I used to get it all the time as a kid, and so like now it's not a big, it's not a big deal.
I don't even know what they are.
They're like,
well, like I know they're little balls, but like, what are they? The
fascination is behind it. To be honest, I'm not sure.
I remember they were like the thing, like, oh, you have Dippin' Dots? Like, no, but I'm gonna go get some.
Super huge, yeah. It was really big. Even when I was younger, I was like, we used to have like our like local wave pool, things like that. Like that was like every kid. That was what they got. Dippin' Dots.
The Metrodome had those cherry.
Oh yeah, in the cup or whatever.
Yeah,
with a little helmet.
No, it was like a little container, and it was like
cherry swirl. Like vanilla and cherry?
No. It was like straight up like almost like a Dole Whip. Have you been to Disney?
Yeah, I've been to Disney.
Yeah. So have I.
Hence, that's why you know.
Yeah. I can't think of what they're called. My buddy's gonna kill me. Huh. They're like little like fruit cups, but they were like frozen.
Sure.
And it was like strawberry, chocolate.
Okay,
those are bomb. I don't know what they're called, but
it's like a decent sized cup, right?
Yeah.
It's got a little foil lid on it. You just
no, it's like an actual like you could seal it and throw it back in your freezer type of cup.
Oh, is it like the sorbet or whatever they call it? Like
kind of.
Okay, that's another discussion. Sherbet or sorbet?
No, we're from Minnesota. We say sherbet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I said it like properly. I think the original, but sherbet is how I say it.
Yeah,
even though it doesn't.
I remember when somebody pointed out that there's no R at the end of it. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I look at it, I'm like, "Yeah,
sherbet is what everyone says here."
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
No.
Like okay, we'll have to.
I'll have to Google it. Yeah, I can't think of what it's called.
But yeah,
those are so good. I think Target Field has them too. I saw some guy carrying them because I got one. And
so they have like chocolate, vanilla, or they have like a flavor. I
think they have a lemon one.
Okay.
It was so good.
The dessert's on my mind right now.
I know. For once, it's not tacos.
Yeah, we got our Mexican food fixed earlier. Full. Yeah, I'm pretty full too. I hit the spot. Next week, we're hoping to get another episode 4. Right?
Yeah, depending on your schedule.
Yeah, we'll kind of figure that out. If not, we'll do for sure the following week. If you guys have any recommendations, I know I keep saying the recommendations, but not just only on like food and other things, anything. We would love to get some thoughts on if we want to. Maybe there's something more that you guys want us to dive deeper into.
Maybe you want to know more about us.
Yeah, that's fine. Do some questions.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too. So I think that kind of is the wrap. So we hinted on Matsuyama. That was huge.
Yep. Hideki.
Yep. Hideki's the man.
Xander blew it.
Xander kind of blew it towards the end. I wouldn't
have played it any differently myself. I would have gone for the kill shot, the pressure.
I think if he would have hit that shot, I think it could have been a totally different ball game.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Like he started to kind of really come back towards the end. Will Zalatoris, that was awesome. Got a lot. Even Adam Sandler with Happy Gilmore even did a little tweet. I love it. The whole caddy deal. So I love that. And again, golf etiquette. If you guys can think of any other things you want to add to the golf etiquette, let's hear it. Send us.
It's not polite to throw your club, but we've all thrown our clubs.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than said if a ball's screeching to your brain. You know what I mean? Like
we need a helmet.
Let us know. Right. And then next episode we'll try to have maybe like a guest or two on. We'll try to go for something like that where we can kind of dive deeper into. Yeah,
we'll have to send feelers out.
Yeah.
See who's free and when you're free.
For sure. Well, thanks so much for listening. And again, hopefully you guys tune in and tune into episode 4 coming soon.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.